Howdy everyone, welcome back to yet another episode on... Damn. I forget the name of this farm already, what the hell? Welcome back, I'm gonna flash it up on screen anyway for y'all to see. Welcome back to there. Today, both our barley fields are ready to harvest, as well as our... I literally forgot everything already, isn't that ridiculous? Spinach field. Which sadly, I looked around the mod hub for a cheaper spinach harvester, even like a pull behind one to rent to be able to just harvest that little field. And there's not really anything else in the way of spinach harvesters right now. So we're gonna have to rent the freaking $500,000 thing, over $500,000. Oh wait, no, we don't have enough money. I can't do that. So I have to figure out something else some other day for that, I guess. But as of right now, both our barley fields are ready to harvest. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna harvest that, both those. Turn the one field into grass. I was hoping to be able to turn both the one field and that field over there, the smaller field, into grass today, but not gonna be able to do both. We're gonna head on down to our garage that's down the road there, in our little sidekick. Go pick up the combine, and then it needs maintenance, so we'll have to go ahead and maintenance that. How have y'all been? I know I've been sick as a dog lately, so between that and stop moving, it's because my cruise control's on and my farm stick. But yeah, I've been sick as a dog and also dealing with tornadoes as of recently. Like, one literally pushed down a tree through the roof of our barn, so I had to go deal with that. In case y'all have been wondering where I've been, or been up to. All of that aside, we shall, because we actually own this barn here, we shall jump into that thing and take it to the workshop to get it worked on, kind of do some maintenance on it before starting the whole harvest session. This thing will have to stay here for now until we bring it back, or bring the combine back. And I think most of this video, I know I've said this like 100 times before. Start this up. Actually doesn't sound too bad for it really needing maintenance. It needs fuel too, so we'll have to go ahead and put fuel in it. Once we've maintenanced it, that is. But yeah, I know I've said it 100 times, but I think this video will sort of be like a no commentary mainly, along with maybe a few time lapses, just to make it a little bit more of a vibe for some of y'all to watch. I know sometimes I can't really handle that much commentary in a farm sim video either. Gotta scoot over for his car. I suppose it depends on who you are. It's getting late already in the game. Didn't realize. I'll have to hurry this up. But yeah, it's also harvest time on Lady Hill Farms again as well. So I almost am thinking about streaming that on there if y'all think that would be good. In fact, what would y'all think of that? I think being that this is a slower paced game, it may be a little less laggy to stream in as well. Less really going on the screen, which equals less lag. I'm not gonna be able to get this in there. No, not the header anyway. The headers literally have to be took into the shop on the trailer to be maintenance. So I can't fit it in here. At least not that easily. Shut the beacons off. But yeah, should I do a stream on that map, or do y'all want to just see a normal video? Do let me know in the comments. Anyway, I shall commence, or would commence be continuing. I shall start the harvest and kind of let y'all enjoy a little bit of game sound more than anything. Do a quick fuel up here. Yes, please. This thing's take quite a bit of fuel, I can see. Nope, get back in. What are you doing? I don't know what just happened there. I was trying to open up the help menu. I forget what the buttons are a lot on this farm stick. But anyway, I want to thank y'all very much for watching. Excuse me. I thank y'all very much for watching. If you do stop in, that is. Let's see if I can remember the buttons. There we go. Turned it on. Hopefully you enjoy this video as much as I do making them. And again, thank you for watching, I guess. I don't really have anything more to say. tell you what, it's probably a good time in the video to kind of, hit a little bit of copyright-free music that I thought was sort of a vibe. I know I can't hear it right now, but all I can do is just sort of imagine I turned on a little radio for y'all, and I hope y'all enjoy it anyway. But like I said, I thought the music seemed like a little bit of a vibe kind of put in my videos. Alright, so now we shall put, I'm thinking the Deutz-Fahr on the auger, kind of be able to run that, unless it has a little motor on it, which may possibly just already sort of run by itself. Let's see. Come on. Or not. Yeah, it looks like I might need a tractor on there to sort of run it. So we'll go ahead and, like I was going to say, put the Deutz-Fahr on there, and we'll go ahead and probably put the Fiat on the gravity wagon. Just leave that there for now. I should have left the Deutz-Fahr off, but it's It's all good. Just say we're letting that warm up a bit. Alright then, well, now we'll go ahead and sort of unload our first load into the silo and see how well that goes. I may hire out a worker to do the rest of this field for me, that way I could start on the baling. Sort of get it all knocked out in one swoop. I'll say that's the one thing I'll still allow in this series is workers, because really I can't do without them if I want the series to be somewhat quick, or at least not real slow. We'll let that unload. We shall set up the AI worker. Try to set up the same amount as the steering assist, that way they can get all confused. Alright then. That works. I knew that I was going to about fill that trailer too, so it really worked out perfect. I don't get why he just didn't continue off where he was, he or she, but I was about to say, I guess it needed to calculate itself, or whatever it'd be called. So we'll go ahead and go unload this into that silo. It's a good thing I decided to put this on this bigger tractor, because this weighs a crap ton. This is quite heavy. Pull out onto the road. Try a little shortcut. Yeah, I will check for the price of barley real quick as well. If it's decent, then we may sell some today just to get a little bit of money coming in before I do unload it. Try to get as close to there as we can too. It's a little tricky. I really do not like these dolly trailers. For some reason, I definitely can't back it up today for some weird reason, like I could the first episode. I have to just pull that in closer. Be a little easier. Pull in the light grid. There we go. Let's unload it into there. And it's, yep, going straight into there. I should have checked the price first, like I said, though. If not, it's no biggie. We'll just sell the next load and store that one. We'll store some and sell some. I really hate how they redid everything in this game, by the way. It's just so confusing now. Yeah, it's not exactly the best it could be. We would need to rent the train out to go sell it. So we might as well fill this to the brim, just store it all in here. Which I wonder if I could see it down in there, by the way. If I just safely, because this is totally safe, climb up this. Oh, dang it, the cover's shut. And no way to really open that. I bet you it'll open back up once I go to put more barley in there. Just pull back around to the roadway. And dang, which tractor do I want to put on the baler? Certainly don't want to put the Challenger on the baler, that'd be a little overkill. So I may take this off of here, put the Challenger on the gravity wagon, and then this on the baler. Make a little bit more sense. I really need to move the Challenger anyway. It's kind of a ridiculous spot. I can almost just put this in the big shed over where Combine was being stored, because it's probably not going to be a tractor that we use very often. It's mainly just for our herbal field work. Hell, in fact, we almost just sell it actually. I think it'd be easier. I don't know, y'all. Y'all think we should sell the Challenger? I almost don't want to, but I'm thinking it might be a little bit of like money sitting around that we could have for other stuff. I'm not sure. I may hold on to it still, or possibly even just replace with an older, or like a more used, like cheaper tractor, like a John Deere or something. Because going by the in-game equipment logic, it probably costs like $230,000 or something ridiculous like that, if I had to guess. Anyway, we shall. I'm sure this is on the largest L setting, which I think it is. Turn off automatic bale drop, because I feel like this is probably going to get a little annoying after a while. Go ahead and create our first bale real quick. Yeah, of course you just happen to be right there. Why wouldn't you be? Please don't get in the way of the AI worker. I had on actually. Oh well. There you go, now y'all get the idea of what I'm doing here. I almost wonder if I should have raked this all into like a larger windrow, but oh well. I think this baler only takes so big of swaths anyway. Can really barely suck in what I have here in the way of swath size. Anyway, now commencing another time lapse. Just gonna drop this last bale off real quick. Nice. If this works, yeah, I done class the balers and the implement, so it's gonna work. I could have sworn this worked for like Dagwin or something like that before though. I probably should move this a little bit further up to the center of the field though. Combine's full as well, by the way, so I'm gonna have to go empty him out. But we got 15 bales to start off with, so I'm gonna jump in the skid loader once I go unload the combine and see if I can pick up 2 of them at once first of all. If not, then I'll have to use the pickup with the smaller utility trailer to kind of load them all on and then take them to the shed. I'm trying to think if I should store them in the shed in the yard or store them in the combine shed. I think I might try to store them in the yard to be able to kind of give them straight to my cows. If I had like a loading wagon though, I could just pick this all straight up and put it into the mixer, little mixer silo thing. That way it'd already be part of the tow mix ration mix. I don't have one at the moment, so I'm just gonna have to make do with storing them, storing all straw as just bales. Oh, come on, it's like we're up against a tree. There we go. Just go ahead and unload this person real quick. I don't know if it's a he or a she. A he, yep. And then we'll go pick up the bales. I think a nice little quad bike, like a little cheap quad bike to kind of get from one end to the field to the yard or wherever, whatever, would be nice to have too. You know, we might as well unload this while we're here. It's like most of the gravity wagon's full every time we have to unload the combine. We'll go ahead and run that out. This is actually working out real well with the sauger. Right about there. Just have to make sure it's like real close to the chute on the gravity wagon or it doesn't like to unload. Perfect. Hopefully this holds all of what we need. Have about 30,000 liters of barley in there already. I believe it'll hold enough. Might be like 100,000 liter capacity on that thing. There we go. So now we'll jump into the skid loader. We may possibly need the pickup, but I'm not sure. Probably have to shift some things over in here to have room for the bales. I'll try to put the bales where the implements there are at. But we'll drop the pallet forks off. What's nice about this is I just have to use the remote to control it, because I wouldn't technically be using a steering wheel to operate one of these things. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and put the bales in this corner here, and we'll just store the big tractors in the combine shed down there, along with eventually the implements like the cedar and all that. Because it's going to primarily be like a hay/cow farm in a way. In the in-cab view because it's a little quieter. Now we'll grab the bale spike here and we shall go see how many bales we can move with this thing. Like I said, hopefully 2 at once. If not, we might have to put the pickup on one of the 2 trailers there. Not too heavy for it. Although thinking about, we might need to pick up for getting them all out of the furthest field there, because not only is it farther away from the shed, but it's also going to probably be more bales. So might just be able to just use the skid loader by itself for this first field here, and then use that for the secondary over there. Man, are we going to have a pretty good amount of bales when it's all said and done. Have at least around 30 or so of them if I had to guess, not more. Do a little bit of first person work right here. A little easier to do in a skid loader. Turn lights off because it makes it a little... Lights are ridiculously bright in this game. Whole lighting all together. I've noticed. Keep trying to adjust the brightness and it's like no matter where I put it, it's like still too bright for some reason. It feels brighter than the previous games. That's for sure. There we go. Try not to throw those things off of there. So that won't be no good. Yeah, I think a few trips back and forth with this for at least the first field should work quite well. Turn lights on the shed though, because it is a little dark. Come on, scooch over. There we go. And yes, we do have the little beacon light too, but that's mainly for if we're working by the roadway. I'd like to keep it somewhat realistic and just use it for that. Yeah, I think a little time lapse for this would be quite good as well. Time lapse this and then possibly time lapse the finishing of that field over there. May have to do the whole seeding of this field with grass in the next episode. I think that's how I'll do it. So yeah, guess I'll see y'all here in a little bit again. And that is around more bales than I thought it would be. 63 bales, I believe is what that says, yeah. So I didn't make a mistake. Actually using a bigger trailer here. So I'm going to now time lapse. I know, like, I already did a huge time lapse, or maybe it doesn't feel that huge to y'all, but it certainly seems like it'd be a huge one to me. But I'm gonna time lapse loading all of those up onto that trailer and then bringing them back to the shed over here. And I had to rent a plow actually, because the seeder that I had, turns out I can't really seed without plowing the field first. Which it seems like he's about done with that now, which is nice. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up. I'm gonna bring all those 63 bales back to the shed, which will be a time lapse. And then I'm actually gonna sell that little conventional baler in here, because there's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to use this, so that'd be like about $18,000 back for me to bring that down to the store. Definitely pay for the workers and hopefully some of the lease and cost of the spinach harvester. May have to, I was hoping get an easier way of moving that around, but it doesn't seem to like that much thing waiting there that much. Can I reach it from here, or am I gonna have to pull it out? I think I'm getting it from there. We'll go ahead and clean the baler off. I'm gonna have to clean the tractor off once I've planted everything. I put the harvester back, kind of prepared the header first. Had to put it on the trailer and then back it into the shed. But hopefully, I also left the gravity wagon over there too for next time. But this is pretty much gonna be the last time y'all hear from me in this video, so hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, and thank y'all so much for watching if you did. By the way, there's like over 114,000 liters of barley now, so that's pretty cool. That'll be some moolah once I get around to selling it, and when the time comes to sell it. But like I said, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Thank y'all so much if you stuck around to this point, which hopefully you did. And I suppose I'll see y'all on the flip side. God bless y'all. have to make do. Bell physics in this game have only gotten like so much more worse. There we go. See that? At least stops vibrating around for no reason.